Alright, so today I'm fiberglassing it. I'm using the lightweight fiberglass because I pretty much just want to get a just a good watertight seal on it. Still trying to keep it lightweight so it has a 2.7 millimeter wood on it. We're using the 6-ounce fabric. I've already put on my first coat of fiberglass resin to let that get sticky. And then we can start with the grief of trying to put this on without getting it stuck all in the same place. So, this is not a tutorial on fiberglass, this is just me showing you what I'm doing. And as you can tell, I'm just struggling here, so I thought that would work that way, but it doesn't work that way. Let's just go ahead on and just go ahead on. Oops, I don't want to stretch the fabric. It seems like every time I stretch the fabric, I end up dealing with wrinkles. Just wrinkle after wrinkle after wrinkle. I don't want wrinkles. Now I like to appear that I know what I'm doing. Let's see. Probably making the fiberglass community people go, oh my God, look what he's doing. It's okay. I'll get it. Now I'll work the wrinkles out as I go. I already did a bunch of it. All except for this front panel here. And it worked out pretty good for me. There was some aggravation and trial and error, but it's not, it's just not that hard. And watch for little bumps like that. If you got a little booger or bump or something sticking up under there, you'll find out. You'll find out. They're hard to rub out. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if this is the correct way of doing it, it's what I did that worked for me. Get it pretty close like this, and once it gets, you wet it out, it seems like it's easier to work the wrinkles out. I got a roller because I want to go fast with this so it doesn't take up too much time. Nobody likes a long, drawn out video. If you're anything like me, give me the information, give it to me quick, give it to me well. Give me some cliff notes that I can work with. Normally I have a 3M respirator that I wear, but it's so difficult to talk with it on, or it's difficult for you to understand me talking when I have it on, so I don't have it on right now. I have a fan going, and I said knock out this part of it. I will shut the camera off so I can get on down to business and put my respirator on, close the doors and warm it up. It's about 60 degrees outside right now, which I don't much care for that temperature. I know some of y'all are thinking, God, 60 degrees, that would be awesome up here in the north. Well, I'm not complaining, it's just not my temperature. Now I'll take a brush once I get this all wetted out, and I'll start rubbing, pushing the wrinkles out. Looks like the devil right now, doesn't it? Wrinkled everywhere. And I don't guess it's the prep work matters as long as you do a good job. I call this prep work. I'll get this all wet down and I'll show you how I get the wrinkles out of it. Get you a cheap disposable brush. Get you some resin on it. And just start in one spot. Start pushing the wrinkles out. And there's always that possibility that you may end up with a huge wrinkle somewhere in the middle that you're not happy with. You may just have to grind it out. But I've already done the galley, and the galley turned out well, and the rest of the roof turned out well. And I got a little ambitious with this to put a bigger piece on here. So, we'll see. See, right now I'm just pulling the wrinkles out. I don't know if you can actually see that or not, but I can see it. The lighting's not the best. Just keep tinkering with it until you're happy. When you get it close, then leave it alone. You're gonna have to do some grinding. It's just part of it. Sometimes you'll have a bubble down there, and it's possible to come back and lance it and take the bubble out. Try to push your bubbles to the shortest distance away. You know, like, don't try to push it all that way. And I suggest watching. It's a guy on YouTube, Boatworks, and he has some really good videos. Looks like he's been doing it a long time. It just comes so easy to him, or it looks like it. It's because he's that good. So look up the Boatworks dude. And I've got another teardrop. This one's for a friend. I've got another one I'm making for my wife and I. And I was going to do it 62 inches wide, so I have exactly 60 inches on the inside, or a little, 60 and a half inches on the inside. And then the guy on Camping Camera, his camper's cool, really nice. Got lots of LEDs and just cool stuff. He said that don't fret with that, trying to make it extra wide to make your mattress fit. If you make it 62 inches wide, then where you run into problems when you're buying, it's like this fabric right here. This fabric comes at 58 inches wide. I could buy it at 60, I just found out, which is awesome. Okay, back to my point is that don't make your trailer 62 or 63, whatever. Say either at 60 unless you just really need that extra space, because it's like most of your products, like the metal and your trim and things and your hurricane hinges, all that comes for the width of a 60-inch. Let's see, where are we? We're good. Comes in, for, you know, a 60-inch width for a 60-inch trailer. So either make it 60, or if you're going to make it bigger, go ahead and make it a lot bigger. Because if you have to buy specialty stuff, then you might as well buy specialty stuff for much, you know, make it 7 feet wide. But then in my opinion, you're defeating the purpose, because these little campers are supposed to be easy to haul and lightweight. You can park them in your garage. You don't have to pay for storage. Hell, storage around here runs $150 a month for enclosed storage. I don't like that. When I had our offshore boat, we kept it in enclosed storage. Well, that's been 4 years ago when we got rid of that. But you know, it was $150 a month. It was $150 a month at that time. And that's why I sold the boat. I looked at it and was like, man, over 10 years, that's a lot of money in storage. So I guess that's how I got interested in these little tiny campers. Was you just put it in your garage or behind your garage. You don't have to pay any storage on it. Because to me, storage is like renting your stuff. Say you buy a $50,000 boat, you put down $50,000 deposit, then you pay rent of $150 a month. So $150 a month for storage plus $400 a year for insurance. I still love my boat. I miss it. I like to have it back, but I don't want to pay storage on it. And we're probably not getting another offshore boat until we can live on the water and keep it at our back porch. See how I'm pushing all the wrinkles out? And that's a possibility. I can get to this point right here and it'd say, all right, you're out of time. And then you just deal with that at that time. You have to push grind the wrinkles out. And so far, I'm getting most of the wrinkles. I'm getting the wrinkles out. You know, that sticky brush just pulls that cloth over. Yeah, this is the longest I've ever been around this stuff without a respirator on, but again, it's hard to talk. Well, it's easy to talk, it's just hard for you to understand what I'm saying. I had one guy that worked for me for a long time. He had a respirator on and expect me to understand what he was saying. I couldn't understand what he was saying. Then he'd get mad at me because I can't understand what you're saying. You need to repeat it again. Take your mask off so I can hear you, so I can understand you. There we go. I'll move the tripod a little bit. Maybe you can get a better angle. Those wrinkles I'm taking out. See them all in here? And when you get the wrinkles that are horizontal like that, then you pull up a little bit or down. Depending on which is the closest to your side. And sometimes you may have to do like I'm doing right here. I have to go all the way to the bottom because and you can see where the wrinkle is. Look at that, awesome. So, guess what I'm telling you here. If you're interested in fiberglass, go ahead and try it. And the worst that could happen is you you messed it up and you have to grind it down, that's part of a free education. It's not really free, but there you go. All right, that I don't see any wrinkles. Some of the white stuff is filler for those nail holes. I'll just take this little bit of resin I got left here and so this will give me a good solid watertight seal here. It will reinforce my seam because this is 5 feet wide, and plywood, my plywood, only comes in 48-inch width. I heard some people buying plywood that's wider widths, but come on now, that's just a little bit expensive. I'd rather just deal with a 48. You can see my seam here. Deal with a 48 and do what I need to do. Put me some, patch in a piece. Now all I have to do is fill in this little 3 inches at the bottom, and I'm done with the fiberglass. Okay. Anyway, hit the like button, and subscribers are always welcome.